Martin, it's Monday, May 11th. Hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. As always, thanks for waking up early with us. We start this morning with an American testing positive for Hantavirus. That patient was one of the 17 Americans evacuated from the MV Hondias cruise ship. They're now back in the U.S., and a second American is now showing symptoms as well. So they arrived overnight in Omaha, Nebraska, where the National Quarantine Unit will be monitoring them. So far, this virus has killed 3 people. News Nation national correspondent Xavier Walton joins us live from Dallas with the latest on this quickly developing story. Xavier, health officials say the general public still should not be alarmed by this.
Marky, good morning. Yeah, that's exactly right. The CDC says the general public, the risk remains fairly low. But still, this facility that those 17 Americans were taken to and being housed at is one of the most technologically advanced infectious disease facilities in the entire country. But like you said, this is a fluid situation, quickly developing. Here's what we know about those passengers right now. One tested positive, or rather mildly PCR positive, for the Andes strain of Hantavirus, which is what was spreading on the ship. Another passenger developed mild symptoms. Those 2 were transferred to Nebraska inside the aircraft's biocontainment unit. The patient who tested positive will go directly into Nebraska's biocontainment unit, while the others are assessed and monitored at the National Quarantine Unit. Now, doctors describe the quarantine unit like a controlled hospital or a hotel stay, private rooms, food delivery, food and video calls, exercise equipment, plus daily symptom and vital sign checks. While officials continue stressing the broader public risk remains low, some health experts say the long incubation window makes this a situation worth watching carefully.
You know, if I was on the boat and now being shipped back to Nebraska, I would choose to stay there probably for 42 days.
And the incubation period lasts anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, Marky, which is why you got to pay very, very close attention.
Yeah, and that's the big question, is how long will a lot of these people have to stay quarantined when those symptoms can incubate for that period of time? Also, Xavier, just last week we reported several Americans had already returned back home from that ship, some there in Texas. What are we hearing about them?
Yeah, Marky, and that's why the contact tracing was so vital, so extremely important. Those passengers being monitored at least 5 states. You mentioned Texas, also Georgia, Arizona, Virginia, and California. So far, none have tested positive or have shown any symptoms, so they're asymptomatic. Passengers monitored in 5 states. Watch for fever, flu-like symptoms. The World Health Organization recommends monitoring up to 42 days. No confirmed U.S. community spread yet, but the CDC does again say public risk remains very low. Normally, Hantavirus is spread by rodents, but this strain appears to be transmitted person to person. And there are some questions this morning about whether some transmission could happen without obvious symptoms.
When we say human-to-human transmission, we're talking about people who develop symptoms. But because we're not testing populations with RNAs, we don't really know whether there are subclinical cases. So there could be more human-to-human transmission than we actually see. So
federal officials and doctors are expected to provide more details at a news conference right around 9 a.m. Central Time in Nebraska. But again, they have stressed, Marky, this is not COVID. This is not the coronavirus pandemic. Still, you know, that worry and concern for a lot of people in our circles is still there.
Sure, and I think Americans everywhere just want to know that this will remain a low-risk scenario. Xavier, thank you. And Xavier just played sound from Dr. Deborah Birx there. I'll actually be speaking with her later on in the show. She served as White House Coronavirus Response Coordinator during President Trump's first term, so a lot of questions coming her way as well.